How come I haven't thought of doing this before? The result is amazing. To a blender, start by adding 4 whole eggs. Then add 1 cup of milk. I'm using a 200 milliliter cup. Also add 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter or margarine and 1 cup of sugar. After that, close the blender and turn it on medium speed and let it all blend for 1 minute. Next, while the blender is still on, add 1 cup of chocolate powder, 70% cacao, and gradually add 2 cups of wheat flour. Finally, turn down the blender to low and add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. To make it easier to blend, use the pulse function on your blender. This is the right consistency, a very smooth batter. You may now stop blending it. Next, pour all this batter into a baking tray greased with some margarine and wheat flour. This baking tray is 32 centimeters by 22 centimeters. Take it to a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 356 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. Baking time may vary depending on the power of your oven. Once it reaches room temperature, fully crumble this cake by hand, just like I'm doing here. Leave us a comment with the name of the city from which you're watching this. I'd like to give you a shout out and thank you for sharing this recipe. And set aside. Now, to a large bowl, add 800 grams of heavy cream. And also add 1 cup of milk powder. And using an electric mixer, whip it all very well until stiff peaks start to form. This is the right consistency. You may now stop whipping it. After that, add to this whipped cream 1 1/2 cup of chocolate powder, 70% cocoa. Also add 1 1/2 pack of condensed milk. This pack contains 395 grams. Whip it all very well again until ingredients fully combine into a mousse. This is the right consistency. You may now stop whipping it. To a large glass baking dish, add half of the cake we've crumbled. Make sure to cover its whole bottom, forming a layer. My baking dish is 32 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Then, using a scoop, add half of that mousse we've just made. And with a spatula, evenly spread the mousse so that it fully covers the cake crumbs. Now add the rest of the cake crumbs, forming another layer. If you've made it here, that means you're enjoying our recipe. So click the share button and share this video with all your friends. It won't cost you anything, but for us, it will make all the difference. Finally, add the rest of the mousse. Make sure to fully cover the cake crumbs, forming the last layer. To finish it off, add 150 grams of chocolate sprinkles all over the dessert. Now take it to the fridge and let it chill for at least 4 hours. After this indicated time, the dessert will have chilled, and the mousse will be firmer. That recipe is ready. You may now get a slice, serve it on a nice plate, and enjoy it. I really hope you like this recipe. Now I'll head back to the comments section and will continue to answer everyone who left the name of their city. And I'll also thank you for sharing this recipe. See you next recipe. Bye!